I was wrong, y'all. We're going to war. All right, so we got breaking news and not so breaking news. For the not so breaking news, I'm sure most of you know, earlier today, Joe Biden came out and said it looks like we're going to be dragged into war because the situation arising between United States and between Iran and Israel, United States is definitely going to fight in defense of Israel. Like, we're going to fight for Israel. He made that statement today. Matter of factly, we're definitely going to fight for Israel. So that's not even up for question. So breaking news is, as of this moment, right now, there are explosions heard in a city called Isfahan in Israel. And it looks like that is all Benjamin Netanyahu has been waiting for, is Joe Biden's commitment to send troops to fight on behalf of Israel. And of course, Israel has vowed retaliation for what Iran did, which is Iran retaliated for what Israel did. So basically, it's kind of weirdly confusing right now. But as of this moment, it seems Israel has struck Iran. Right now in Isfahan, there's been explosions going on. The matter now is apparently Israel cannot use Jordanian airspace because Jordan said they don't want any part of anything. They will shoot down anything that comes over their airspace, be it Israeli or Iranian weapons. So Israel is now striking Iran through Yemen and through Iraq. But yes, it is confirmed Israel has struck Iran. And right now, the only thing is how Iran gets to respond. If Iran responds, then 100% it's war.
Israel has just attacked Iran. Iran has promised already immediate and maximum retaliation. ABC News is already covering this on abcnews.com. Due to the threats and responses and who's on whose side with alliances, we're holding our breath to see how Iran reacts and also how America and Russia react, because this could actually lead to World War III type of things.
We have confirmation that Israel has struck Iran for the first time ever. Israel has targeted Iran directly on Iranian soil. This comes after Iran, for the first time, struck Israel last week. As of this update, several airports in Iran have temporarily suspended flights. These airports include the airport in Tehran and the airport in Esfahan. What we know about the strike is that it occurred near the town of Esfahan, and Iranian media is reporting that the airstrike may have targeted the 8th Tactical Air Base of the Iranian Air Force, which is located within the Esfahan International Airport. It contains multiple squadrons of Iranian fighter aircraft. Now, earlier today, Iran's foreign minister said, quote, "In case the Israeli regime embarks on adventurism again and takes action against the interests of Iran, the next response from us will be immediate and at a maximum level. We could potentially see a larger scale conflict break out because of this. As soon as we have more information, I will provide it to you, so be sure to follow along and stay tuned to be the first to know."
Of Iran has suspended commercial traffic over its airspace. They are moving electronic warfare equipment to the western part of the country. This is all current as of 13:30 Mountain Time. Their activities or the embassies have been evacuated. There was a cyber attack against the Israeli power grid. Some reports indicate that Iranian-backed hackers known as the Cyber Avengers have successfully launched a cyber attack on Israel's electrical grid. Major cities like Tel Aviv and Netanyahu are experiencing widespread blackouts as a result of the attack. Now, if you were going to do a kinetic attack this day and age, it would be preceded by a massive cyber attack. Of course, as reported yesterday, level 4 travel advisories have been issued by many countries, again suspending diplomatic missions in Iran as well as Canada, telling its citizens not to travel to Israel, and if you can, leave as quickly as possible. The last 24 hours, there was an Israeli-owned cargo vessel that was seized by Iran. This is going to put more pressure on the Israelis because, of course, this is a potential embargo of the Strait of Hormuz. In addition to the Bab el-Mandeb Strait, schools have been closed in Israel, and they're telling people that they need to prepare for a similar situation that we experienced during the COVID lockdowns, which would be, of course, a learning from home type model. Israel's Homefront Command has decided to stop all educational activities across the country. They are now restricting gatherings to under 1,000 people, so not to entice an attack in concentrated regions. We also have the U.S. Central Commander, which is still there, I do believe. He went there on Thursday, and he did plan on staying an extra night, so I assume that he's involved in these high-level conversations that are going to be happening tonight. Israel has begun GPS jamming throughout the region. The U.S. has condemned Iran's seizure of the cargo ship. However, they have not committed to any sort of retaliatory response just yet, but they do say that we strongly condemn Iran's seizure of the British ship MSC Ares in the international waters. Apparently, it's Israeli-owned.
Well, I think we very well know what this gets us into. We all know that Iranian officials already stated that if Israel struck Iran, they would retaliate tenfold. We are now knowing that it is confirmed that Israel struck Iran, and now they have struck them again. In the articles that's come out, it has been clearly stated that the U.S. is not involved in this airstrike. But I think you and I know what everyone is gonna think, right? Iran's foreign minister this morning issued a warning that a strike from Israel would be decisive, definitive, and regretful. So, yeah, the water is boiling. It is boiling, and it is getting ready to boil over.
This is an ABC News special report.
Good evening. I'm Juju Chang at ABC News headquarters here in New York. We're interrupting your regular programming with some breaking news. Israel has initiated a retaliatory strike against Iran, according to a senior U.S. official. This comes just 5 days after Tehran launched a direct military assault on Israel, firing more than 300 drones and missiles. Most were intercepted by Israel with the help of allies, including the U.S. Since that unprecedented weekend attack, Israel has vowed to retaliate. We turn now to ABC's Matt Gutman, who is in Israel with the latest reporting. Matt, what are you hearing?
Juju, a senior U.S. official telling us that Israeli missiles have hit at least one site inside Iran. No reports yet on casualties or what specifically this site was. As you mentioned, Israel has been telegraphing that it will respond. Officials telling me at the time and place of their choosing, they did not specify what that response would be like. We didn't know when it would come. And of course, this is in response to that massive missile salvo from last Saturday, the largest ballistic missile salvo in history. And of course, Iran has said that if Israel chooses to respond, their Iranian response would be severe and immediate. Juju.
Matt, thank you. From the latest in Israel, let's turn now to Chief Global Affairs anchor Martha Raddatz in D.C. with the latest. Martha, what are you hearing?
It is a single senior U.S. official who said that it had started, that Israel had retaliated and hit one site in Iran. There are reports this evening that other places, Iraq and Syria, have been hit. This U.S. senior official said they simply cannot confirm that. There were reports yesterday that Israel would hold off on these strikes until after Passover, but today we started getting indications that it could come much quicker than that. The senior official also said the Israelis had been quite secretive about this, so there's very little information we have at this point about the strike that the U.S. senior official said that Israel had made inside Iran.
Well, Martha Raddatz, thank you for that update. Of course, we will return to our regular reporting. This has been a special report. Stay tuned, of course, for the latest updates, and we return you now to your regular programming.
This has been a special report from ABC News.
Still on the ongoing attack by Israel and Iran. So far, 3 explosions have been heard in Iran's Isfahan. This is according to the Fars news agency. They also say that this may be, as a result of air defense repelling some small drones seen flying over. There has not been reports of any large explosions or rocket strikes in Isfahan. Isfahan is where Iran has a nuclear facility in Isfahan. This is why this place is important. Now, Iranian air defense has fired shots around Isfahan, according to the news story, but this is basically mostly due to the high level of tension that is, caused by the fact that they saw small drones flying overhead. This video was released by the Iranians to show that the environment, the situation in Isfahan is calm. However, the IDF just released on Telegram that an air raid siren has been activated in northern Israel. Now, this is all they said. No other explanation. What caused it? What the problem was? Was it retaliation from Iran or not? Or was it from any of their allies? Nothing else. They just released this on Telegram that air raid sirens have been activated in northern Israel. So this is the current situation, and I will keep updating you as I get more information. Thanks for watching.